So in this video, we're going to look at the 2.1 firmware. The Deluge now has multi-samples. What this means, we'll just give you an example. If you have a piano, each key would be a different sample. That's what multi-samples means in this case. So this engine now has auto pitch detection. It sets up note ranges automatically. What you want to do is you want to set up folders that you're comfortable with. For example, I have one that says instruments, and then it goes down to keys, strings, things like that. So it's easy to find what you're looking for. You want to have shorter file names. It's very recommended so that you know and you're not kind of fumbling around, so you know where your instruments are when you're creating these. Now, for chromatic instruments, it's very helpful to have the file names have their note letter followed by the octave. In other words, C3 or F sharp 4. So it does notice the file names if they have a sharp or a flat, lowercase b. It will adapt to that. Now, all right, so it's pretty simple. Let's just add a new track. Shift synth. We're going to make a new synth track. Okay, and we're going in the keyboard view. Now all you have to do is press shift. Now look at the buttons here, count 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to remember is the third one down, that's to browse. And now we'll see bot top, that means bottom to top. In other words, all the notes here we're gonna be assigning. So confirm. Now I'm going to go to my instruments folder, which I have right here. And then as I said, there's keys. And then I'm going to go down to my pianos. And I'm going to load grand piano. Now, I personally know that that's where the folder is that's going to contain the files. But I'm going to go in here just so you can see. So you can see the file name, you can see the waveform. I will be doing another video on the waveform view. So I'm going back. Now I'm back in the grand piano folder. I'm going to hold this down. It'll say mult. It's the only option currently that you can use, so just confirm that. It's just multiple samples we're telling it. And it loads in, and now we can try it. Well, it sounds okay, but it just cuts out. So we want to add release. So I'm going to release here. Now it starts to sound nice. So that works out pretty good. We can even add a reverb. Maybe some delay. So yeah, we can do all sorts of stuff with this. We can change the cutoff resonance, just if we want a specific tone. So now here's something cool. So let's say we want this to be joined with another multi-sampled instrument. For example, maybe a string pizzicato sound. So I'm going to press shift. We're going to count down 3, but we're going to go over 1. That's oscillator 2. So this is oscillator 1, oscillator 2. We're going to press it. Bottom to top. Yep. Confirm that. Now we're going to go back. Now I'm going to back out to where I have strings. I'm going to go down to my violin. And there's a pizzicato. Let's just listen to it. Okay, so that sounds cool. So we're going to hold that down. Multi, confirm. It loaded in. Now we can exit out of this and play. Let's say we want to replace this one here. So shift browse and you're going to see E6. You're like, oh, what's that? That's actually just showing the note range. If we want to replace the whole thing, don't even worry about it. Just click it again. Okay, we want to go back out of here. We're going to go back out of the pianos. Let's go to the strings. And then we're going to go to a violin. Let's find a sustained. There's sustain. Yeah, like that sound. So I'm going to hold it down at that folder name. Mult, yes. So it loaded that in. Now we have strings instead. So I backed out. Now there is vibrato, so you just press this button here, and down here is the amount. Let's say we want to edit a note zone, for example. Well, you can do that easily. So let's go and browse. And what we're going to do, it just says the notes, we just ignore it. Go back. Now we're going to go into keys again. And it's going to be in vibraphone here. So let's just listen to that. Hold it down. And now we have it in. So now I'm just going to explain here. We see the note regions here. So for example, it says G3 to C4. So that's just showing it. If you wanted to change one of these, you just turn this knob. You can choose C4, for example. And then you just turn the select knob and see you can go up or down from there. So it's changing the range here. Now we'll go to the left and we can change that, the bottom one. So that's pretty simple. Let's say we want to make that a different sample. So you just press this down and choose a different sample. Now this is actually playing it into tune. So what you can actually do also, since we're in here, you can go Shift, Transpose, for example. Now all you have to do is count 3 over, up 1. There's volume, transpose. So transpose here, now we can see that it was automatically transposed to 8 for this. You can also change that. So you can do all sorts of different changes on any of these note ranges. For example, if for some reason one of the notes is off, maybe the pitch detection didn't work, what you can do is go in and edit that zone. Now, if you need, let's say you want to insert a zone in here. So all you have to do is press Shift and then turn. And it just inserted a new one. So now it's F6 to top. Okay, which is way up here. So I just inserted that range, and now we can manipulate things from there. Let's say we want to get rid of that. Make sure that you have the right range selected that you want to get rid of. Press Shift and then delete. And then it goes away, it's deleted. Let's say we're happy with the preset. All you have to do is press Save and then Synth. Then it'll start blinking. It'll have the preset number on there. You can, if you want to save, you just press this knob. If you just don't want to save anything, press back and it will exit.